Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. We are entering a new week here in Black Ops 6, and surprisingly enough, even though the game just launched a couple of days ago, we actually already have our first major content update inbound. And today, I wanted to break down what to expect with this first major content update, what's actually coming in terms of the actual content itself, then what other changes and other updates we should expect in the next few days as well. And I actually wanted to start first with an update that sort of subtly went live back on Friday, close to the launch of the game, and that is the Call of Duty Endowment Endeavor Pack. Basically, every single year with Call of Duty, we see one or two of these code packs drop, and it's always something I typically try and promote because I think it's a win-win. This is a pack that has some decently cool content, and game will break down exactly what you get here, but this also directly supports the Call of Duty Endowment, which actually helps veterans find jobs. So all the proceeds from this bundle in the store go directly to that cause. Usually, you guys know, I don't talk about bundles, I don't cover bundles. I think they're largely overpriced and overrated, but in this specific one-off case, this is a bundle that I think is well worth it because it is for a good cause. So with this Endeavor Tracer Pack, you actually get a handful of decent rewards here. So you get the actual operator skin in and of itself, which looks pretty sleek. You get a couple of different blueprints, one for the LR762, and if you don't have the Vault Edition, or if you haven't played the campaign, that means you get the LR762 unlocked immediately. It kind of acts as like a permanent unlock token. And then same deal with this Ames 85 blueprint as well. And these are animated blueprints that kind of have like a molten looking like lava that's blacked out on them. It looks kind of cool in my opinion. You get a couple of other like filler items, an animated emblem, a weapon charm, a spray, a weapon sticker, an animated calling card. You also even get an hour of double weapon XP and an hour of double XP. We all know XP earn rates right now are kind of rough, so any extra help you can get there I think is a solid and cool that you can go through and get this pack, and like I said, actually support a good cause at the same time. So if you're interested, this is now actually in the Black Ops 6 store tab officially. But outside of that, in the coming days, we also have several new updates inbound, including our very first new content update. And as we dive into all the details, all the changes of everything to come here shortly, if you enjoy the video, a like rating is always really appreciated. Y'all have been crushing it on the support on the videos recently since BO6 launched. I seriously do appreciate it. And of course, if you're new here or if you have not subscribed yet, every single day I got you covered with everything you need to know for COD, whether it is news, updates, meta breakdowns, patch notes. It's all right here, so feel free to hit that subscribe button. Join us on the road to 1 million subscribers. We're getting closer and closer every single day. But the first part of our first major content update is actually the return of a fan favorite map, and this update's coming up here pretty soon. We had this confirmed a little while ago, but since it's now on the horizon and only a few days away, wanted to bring it up again here. Nuketown is confirmed to be returning in Black Ops 6, and it's actually launching here on November 1st in just a couple of days time. The first, I believe, as I open up my calendar here, yeah, it's Friday, so just a couple of days away. At the end of the week, we're going to see a significant content update drop featuring Nuketown as our first in-year map. Now, they actually also have detailed a little bit of what to expect with Nuketown, and we actually have some leaks for this as well. So in an interview with IGN a few days back, the devs from Black Ops 6 at Treyarch actually said, we're really excited with Black Ops 6. We now get to revisit the original Nuketown, the magic that was the original one, but looking better than it has ever looked. So this is a confirmation that the layout, the overall aesthetic of Nuketown this year is going to be closely mirroring the original Black Ops 1 Nuketown. So if you enjoyed this version of the map back in the day, it's going to be back here in Black Ops 6. Keep in mind though, we also had some leaks from a while back, actually before the game even launched, stating that Nuketown is probably going to get the shipment treatment this year, and in future seasonal updates with season 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth, we're going to see additional variants of Nuketown release. Like I think it'd be pretty cool if in 2025 we were playing on Nuketown 2025. It'd be a cool thing to have happen, right? But we also have obviously other iterations of Nuketown, whether they were from BO3, BO4, with the overall aesthetic changes there. Obviously the layout mostly stays the same, it's just the visuals that end up getting updated, and we saw that happen a lot with shipment during MW3, and it very well could be happening here. But at least to start things off, we do have the original classic Nuketown making a return as a part of the content update on a Friday. We also though know of another update that's coming with the launch of Nuketown, and that is reportedly a Nuketown 24/7 playlist. I mean, this isn't a major surprise, but we now have it referenced in the game files. This will reportedly include team deathmatch, domination, kill confirmed, hard point, and then also kill order, my least favorite mode in the game. There will also be a hardcore version of Nuketown 24/7. So if you're like me and you are grinding out headshots, camos, weapon levels, hardcore is obviously making life very, very easy as well the majority of the time. And of course, again, it arrives on November 1st, and that's coming from Semtex Leaks, who is actually data mining the game files and found the Nuketown 24/7 playlist. So I would imagine that alongside the launch of the map on Friday, we are going to see a full-on playlist update for the first time here in Black Ops 6 to feature Nuketown 24/7 as an additional thing you can queue for outside of the standard quick play, hardcore, and other options that we have as of right now. Hey everyone, quick little announcement. My friends over at Gamer Advantage just dropped a brand new frame colorway. These are the Inferno frames with the split camo. Now the timing here is perfect because if you're like me, you're jumping into some Black Ops 6 and you're grinding out your camos in game, and now you can have some frames in real life to match your grind. And the folks over at Gamer Advantage wanted to give back to you guys a little bit, and I said, of course, we gotta hook you guys up. So the first 10 people who actually order the new split camo frames using my code Immortal are not only gonna save a little bit on their order, but you're also gonna get hooked up with the custom Immortal accessory pack. And I can't go without mentioning my favorite part of the Inferno frames. You can sit here, you could be gaming, working on school, doing work, whatever the case may be, doing yourself a favor by having the frames on to begin with. But of course, we all gotta go outside, take a breath of fresh air, touch some grass, and they've got you covered with the sunglass clip as well. So if you're interested, link will be down in the description below. But that's not all. We also have it reported from a little while back that Infected is going to be coming to Black Ops 6, and the time frame for this is about a week after post-launch, which would line up here on Friday, November 1st, right alongside Nuketown. So this one doesn't have the definitive date like Nuketown did when that was announced, but about a week after post-launch is either late this week or potentially very early next week if they wanted to push it back some just to separate it out a little bit. But regardless, in just a couple of days time, we can actually see our first major multiplayer update to include content with a brand new map, or a brand new map, the map debuting for the first time in Black Ops 6, and also the return of Infected as a mode. Treyarch did also confirm when they announced that Infected would be coming post-launch that other party modes are going to be coming to the game as well, including a fan favorite in Season 1. Who knows what that's going to be? It could be gun game. It could be, prop hunt, which would be crazy fun to see. There's a lot of good party modes in COD history, and I imagine we're going to see plenty of party mode based updates here throughout the seasons and the reloaded updates and everything going on there. Now, outside of content, this update is also likely going to include some new bug fixes, some new gameplay updates, and likely some new patch notes as well. And we actually have some updates to the Trello now, some more significant updates. We talked about this in a video a few days back when we broke down some initial patch notes, but now COD Updates has gone through. They've posted about a handful of other changes, other fixes they are currently investigating. They are still looking into issues with the campaign not being launchable because of a direct result of the enhanced headphone mode. So if you're looking for that setting, it's still MIA in game as I'm recording this video right now because it was causing issues crossing between modes and different titles in the COD HQ, which is just a crazy bug. But that, like I said, that's still being investigated. We do also have several new issues though now updated on the multiplayer tab here. So they say some players automatically spawn in game rather than spectating when joining in progress. You might notice this if you are joining in the middle of a match and you're on the loading screen, you load into the game, you click your class, you open up the scoreboard, you're like, wait a second, I'm 0-2. What happened? It's because your character model is actually showing up in game before you load into the game and click a class. So enemies are getting free kills on you. So they are looking into that. They will resolve that. So there's not going to be a character when you're loading into the middle of a game already in progress. Some players will receive the wrong weapon when selecting a custom loadout. There's currently a bug going around where if you load into a game, you might end up getting your squad mates loadouts. Now, sometimes if it's your friends loadouts, it could be convenient. Maybe they got a good build. Maybe they got a weapon you haven't unlocked or leveled yet. In other cases, someone's using a sniper scope on an SMG with no stock and no recoil control, and you're like, what are you doing here? So you get stuck with that. It's a really random bug. I've had it happen to myself a couple of times, my squad mates as well. It doesn't happen super consistently, but when it does happen, it's kind of annoying for a match. It kind of ruins your game in some cases. They're also looking into, in very rare circumstances, players have reported dying upon selecting a loadout in search and destroy. So you go to choose your class in S&D, a one life mode. and your one life gets taken away. They're like, nah, you're not using that gun today. No way. So a really weird but super frustrating bug as well at the same time that they're looking into there. Then also players will notice that some of the killer calling card challenges are not showing their progress recorded. We talked about that one the other day as well, but just a couple of things they are looking into here. Something else to be on the lookout for was actually mentioned in their patch notes from a little bit ago as well. So you may recall when we broke these patch notes down initially, they actually recently made some XP updates for a couple of modes, and they did have a specific note saying, hey, our team is closely monitoring XP rates for all modes, and by far one of the biggest complaints with Black Ops 6 thus far has been the minimal amount of XP earned. Whether it's weapon XP or rank XP, it's taken forever to level those things up, and considering the fact that they've already gone through and buffed XP in certain modes, likely means that in the coming days we're going to see more changes because they're pretty in tune with feedback. And if you go to their social pages, you'll see pretty much every response to all their tweets is enable double weapon XP, buff weapon XP, let us level up faster because it's so slow right now and taking so long to max out a level 45, rifle or 48 LMG or whatever, right? But on top of that, typically every single year with Call of Duty, launch happens and then just a couple of days later, they actually activate a triple double weekend or a double weekend where we get double base rank XP and double weapon XP just as a universal global event. And considering we have Nuketown launching this week, potentially some other party modes launching this week with our first major content update, it just seems like the stars are aligning too well here for them not to also enable our first double XP event. So we'll have to be on the lookout for that as well. But considering they did make this specific note, it does seem like XP is going to be adjusted more and more in the coming days as we see other patch notes and other updates go out. And of course, if we do see other things released, announced, and revealed, you guys know I'm gonna keep you up to date with the latest need to know info right as it's all happening. So feel free to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications to stay up to date. And if you enjoyed this video, a like rating on your way out would be really appreciated. But that is going to wrap things up. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.